Welcome to the Monday Spiral Up moment. And I have had another one of those mashings, right, where things come together in my head and give me some clarity. And it's four things, and I'm going to try and bring this all together for you, and not try to flake out on you too much. So it starts Friday was the release of my mini ebook, Spiral Up: How Do I Build Belonging? That compares the spiral, that uses the spiral to talk about racism and inclusion and belonging. And so if you're interested in reading that, you can get it off the spiralaccountability.com website. So there was that Friday. Saturday was my birthday. And I spend a lot of time in reflection on my birthday. Yeah, it's a trip around the sun, right? And so finishing my 56th, starting my 57th, I spend time in reflection. Today is the winter solstice. And the winter solstice is a time, again, of reflection and regeneration and renewal. And on top of all this, tonight is the conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. A very unique celestial experience that we will never ever see again in our lifetime, and in generations of lifetimes. It's been hundreds of years, it'll be hundreds of years more before they manage to come into our view and appear in our night sky less than a degree apart. So let me start first with the conjunction, or the connection, right, between the winter solstice and the planetary conjunction. So the winter solstice is really about, and if you know anything at all about the pagan religion, this is where this is coming from. It's about the, it's the longest night. And so it's where darkness touches light and gives birth to the light. And so where the moon is going to birth the sun again. And so it's going to emerge the light. And that's why you spend time in self-reflection and regeneration and renewal, because it's quieter, right? It's because it's darker. The darkness leads to the light that you get from reflection. So Jupiter is a planet of light. Jupiter is the brightest of all the planets in our galaxy. It is the red giant, right? Saturn is a planet of darkness. And so darkness is going to touch the light tonight. And where I kind of pull this together for me is that when it comes to what I wrote in my ebook about racism and belonging, right, is that we have this opportunity today with all this magnificence of symbolism coming around to emerge from the fog, and instead of spiraling down into the darkness, to spiral up into the light. And it comes from self-reflecting. And I believe that, part of the darkness of 2020, besides this awful pandemic, has been just the really blatant emergence of the darkness of racism. And just, we've had the time because of the pandemic to pay attention this time, to see, right? And so now if we can reflect and consider versus ignore what we've ignored for centuries, and instead consider and reflect and rejuvenate, right? Our compassion, our empathy, our love for our fellow human beings, and look at embracing that as a sign of hope, and a renewal of hope, and a renewal of the light that spiraling up can bring us, right? Because if we can consider, spend time in self-reflection, spend time in societal reflection, and take some responsibility to dismantle our racist systems, right? To pursue solutions together, through collaboration of us all, we can emerge, we can renew in a way that we've never had the opportunity to, or taken advantage of the opportunity to do so. I realize it's kind of a lot, but I think that's where we are. And so my charge to you today especially, but this week in general, because, you know, we're coming off of Hanukkah, which is a celebration of the lights. We have Christmas coming, which again is a celebration of the light, right? Kwanzaa, again, celebration of the light. And all the holidays that happen this time of year are the celebration of the light. So let's celebrate the light. Spend some time in reflection today. Get out and see this celestial marvel. It happens an hour after sunset. So 5:45, 6 o'clock for those of you in the Midwest. Get out, look in the southwest sky and see it. And spend some time regenerating your values, regenerating your love and compassion and empathy for your fellow human beings, all of them. And let's renew. Let's renew. Peace.